I do not want to be doing today's video, and that's definitely a problem. So that's the cause of the problem. Hi, I'm Shauna, if we haven't met yet, and if we have, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today's topic is something that I don't want to do, like I mentioned, and that is the problem. They say that clutter is just postponed decisions, and I've definitely been procrastinating about these. So when I was doing the fall declutter challenge, one of my viewers said, hey, for a video, you should do all the things you've been procrastinating about. So today we're tackling my procrastination piles. So first up, we're going to be tackling my shelf of projects in progress. There are various things on this shelf from, some sewing projects, some things I need to fix and repair, paintings from my art business that I have no idea why they weren't put away, so I have to just go on the computer and check that. And then I've got some products from the business I'm closing down. I just need to touch base again one last time with the people who said that they wanted to purchase them and still haven't, so I'm going to tackle that. I'm also going to be tackling a couple little home repair projects upstairs on the main floor of the home that I may have mentioned. I know I mentioned at least one of them during the fall declutter challenge, and another one I think I showed on camera, but I didn't talk about it, so let's go check those out. I need to just do some paint touch-ups right here from the old propagation station that broke. The new one doesn't cover up like the paint chips, so I need to just retouch some paint this morning. And then over by the coffee bar, while we were on vacation, our foster cat scratched at the wall, so I need to get like some drywall mud and fix that and then repaint that as well. Really, there's not that much that needs to be done, but it's just, there's enough of it that I'm just like, I just don't want to. I totally been procrastinating about it, which is why I don't want to do this video, which is exactly why I need to do this. So here we go. Let's tackle my procrastination piles. Because I know that this is going to be a multi-step process over here with a lot of waiting for things to dry, I figured I could start here, and then while it was drying, I could work on other projects. So we're going to just patch the wall quickly. Really wasn't as bad of a job as I expected, which is true for most things that I procrastinate about. Let me know in the comments if you find that to be true for yourself as well. And then while that's drying, I'm going to touch up the paint in the kitchen. And as I was painting, I'm like, wow, this really isn't that bad. Oh, and there's the culprit who scratched the wall, but it's the whole cleaning up from painting. I love painting, but it's the cleaning up that I hate, which is probably why I procrastinated. And then while that's drying, we're going to move on to the projects in progress shelf. You probably recognize this pink bin if you've been around from the fall declutter challenge. These slippers are $5 slippers. Why am I repairing them? My 14-year-old bought them for me back in April with his own money. They're $5, but he saw them and he thought that I would really love them. So whenever I wear them, it brings him so much joy. So I want to just, if I can fix them, I would really like to fix them. So the glue really wasn't working for me that well, but it's holding up. I wore them all weekend, so it's been working out great, and it made him happy that I was wearing the slippers again. And my cat is over to say hello because he can't have his foster sister be on camera without him making an appearance as well. He's a very jealous boy. And then just going through all of these things and just trying to figure it out. Some of these things you'll recognize from different things. Like I have a piece of ceiling that I was supposed to repaint for my in-laws, but they ended up not needing me to do that. And then just some random little things that I have been here so long. I remember who I'm supposed to talk to about them, but I don't remember what I was supposed to do with them. So there's a lot of like phone calls or conversations in person I need to have. I also found my anklet that broke over the summer, and I'm very glad that I found it. All of the women on my husband's side, so my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my niece, and my daughter and I, we all got matching anklets, and mine had broken. So very excited that I found it and was able to fix it. And just trying to tackle these things that stare me in the face that I never want to take the time to work on, which of course creates clutter, both like visual clutter because I see it all the time, and mental clutter because it's weighing down on me, and then clutter attracts clutter, so the likelihood that I will add more things to this shelf that I just happen to not want to deal with in the moment, it happens so much more frequently than I'd like to admit. So by clearing off this shelf, I know that I will be less likely to just put things off, and I will just take care of it more likely in the moment. Then I'm hopping over my computer to figure out what is going on with these paintings. I knew some of them had to have been on my Etsy store, but I didn't know why they weren't put away or what the deal was. So just sorting through things. I'm not taking care of everything today, but just trying to figure out what is what so I know how to proceed when I have more time. Also, a box of things that was going to send to somebody who's going to purchase my items decided not to, so I'm keeping the really nice scrunchies and just keeping them in my office because more often than not, I discover I need a hair tie. And then this is the cell phone holder for my van, but the sticky part is no longer sticky, so trying to figure out one that fits, but they all seem to be way too big for the particular model, and I couldn't find this model on Amazon. And then I discovered I can't even pull the sticky part off, so I did end up setting this aside to talk to my husband about to see what he recommends. He tends to understand this stuff better than I do and knows all the easy tricks that go way over my head. So I did set that aside in a pile to talk to him about later. Be honest, I'm not taking care of these today. I am planning on working on that probably earlier in December once the musical is over and I have time to do something with my art business. So those are there, but the 2 drawings that were listed are in here, put away properly. And then the shelf just looks so much better. My sewing machine is not working, so I'm waiting to fix the bandana once I have the hot glue back. It's at school from musical because I left a bag of my supplies there. And then these are my daughter's pants, and I don't remember where we left off in the altering them process. So she'll be home in a couple of weeks for Thanksgiving. By the time this video goes up, it'll be a week, but once she's home, we will take a look at those. That feels a lot better. By the time that I finished with all the other painting and the procrastination piles downstairs, this was dry and ready to go. So I'm using just a green kitchen scrubber that's slightly damp because it cuts down on the dust when you're sanding and it gets a really nice smooth finish. And then it's ready to be painted. Because it's such a small area, I'm skipping primer. And then hack for you is if you don't have a lot of paint left in a big paint can, put it in a mason jar. It seals beautifully and it takes up a lot less space. So I found that if I do this, my paint will actually last longer and be better quality. Also, I did get a question on this before. The color of our dining room is in the moment. It was the 2018 Bear Color of the Year. We bought this color without knowing where it was going to go and ended up using the dining room instead of the color we originally chose. And then did a second coat in the kitchen, and that is all finished and beautiful. I know I shared this quote earlier, but the whole clutter is just postponed decisions. It's so true. It is so true. All of the things that I did today, I just didn't want to make decisions about, or I felt like it was going to take too long to do, which is why I kept putting it off. I don't think anything today really took even half as long as I anticipated it doing. It was just making the time to do it. And now that it's done, I feel so much better. Why do we do this to ourselves? But my procrastination piles are pretty much done. There is a couple things that I'm waiting to hear back from people on, but my part is done, so I feel really good. I will show you the corner over here when it is done. I just put the first coat on, so it has to dry, and I'll put the second coat on. I may have shown you that clip already. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to edit this video, so you may have seen it already, or you might be seeing it now or in just a second. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you to that viewer who recommended doing this. You're so mean, but I love it. Thank you for encouraging me to take care of the things I've been procrastinating to do. But I want to encourage you, if you've been putting something off, just do it. It usually isn't as bad as we're making it out to be, and we feel so much better when it's done. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.